life, work my biz. I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to.
Before summer's over, I'm going to get a couple more agroforestry rows installed. Spent a little time in my nursery pulling out plants that might be perfect for these new rows. I like to start by laying everything out the way I think I'll want to plant them. This is where design comes in a bit. I like to take time to think about how the plants are going to look next to each other. You know, their leaf patterns, color, their ultimate height and size, their light requirements. It's much easier to do this before plants are in the ground. It's a soursop that I grew from seed. Okay, got some pigeon pea, but mostly Mexican sunflower down here. Mexican sunflower. Lots of pigeon pea, a little bit of worm castings, and some coffee. My husband saves his coffee grounds for me. And I'm just gonna prepare each of these holes for planting. I find it's quicker just to dig all the holes at once, prep all the holes at once, and then just go down and stick the plants down like a, what do you call it, like a factory or whatever. A little goes a long way with the worm casting, just a little handful. And the reason I'm not being crazy about amending this soil is because I've been growing annuals in this bed, so I've already been working on the soil over here. Just gonna let the Mexican sunflower and the pigeon pea break down slowly and feed the plant. And of course I'll be chopping and dropping around it periodically to keep it fed from the surface. More of a slow feed. I've also got liquid fertilizer that I make if I need something more. All right, let's get these plants in. Because man, are they ready? I'm gonna get my precious soursop seedling in the ground. I say precious because I love this fruit, but I've also got like 50 seedlings. So if this doesn't work, it's no problem. I'll just try another one or two. I know you can do it, bud. All this good soil in here. Welcome to your new home. It's very wet, so it's kind of hard to keep in one piece, but we're gonna try. Not disturb the roots too much. Beautiful. Oh, I see you needed more space. Like a pro. Welcome to your new home, bud. Come on, you can do it. Get some rainwater in just a few minutes, okay? I just want to finish planting. Get you some rainwater. You're gonna do great here. Oh, you're so pretty. So pretty. All right. Especially with the sun on your face. All right. Got more to plant. Let's move on. It's an ice cream bean that I grew from seed. Let's get into the ground and see what it does. I'm also putting in some living mulch. Got this Brazilian spinach that I grew from cutting, so I'm gonna stick next to this moringa that I just put in. It's also by this avocado, so it'll spread out in this whole area and cover the grass. Oh, good roots. That's definitely ready to go into the ground. I've noticed that it does a little bit better, Brazilian spinach, with a little more shade here, so I'm thinking this avocado, this pigeon pea, and this moringa, it's in like a little, got a protected area here. So I think it'll grow really well here. We're gonna see. I've got a few volunteer squash plants of some kind that I'm just sticking into this new agroforestry row. because obviously they want to live, and just see what they do. Maybe they'll spread out and cover the ground. Maybe they'll give me a little bit of some sort of squash. Maybe they'll die and feed the soil. Either way, it's all good. All right, it's like 9 o'clock, I think. I don't feel too bad. The sun's not too crazy yet. I'm gonna push and see if I can get 2 more lines done. I got 2 rows done. I'll show you later, but I'm gonna see if I can get 2 more done. Not completely. I don't have enough plants to finish the second one, I don't think. I'll have to go back through my nursery and see. I probably do have more plants, but maybe I want to leave a little room to grow, you know, a little space. This side is a little more shaded than that one because I've got this big mango, 70-year-old mango tree here. Provides a lot of shade. Not a lot of shade. It provides some shade, more than the other agroforestry row I just put in. It still gets plenty of sun on that end, but more sun-loving things down on that end, and like progressively less sun requirement as I get closer to this hosta and this mango tree. So yeah, let's do it. Let's dig some holes. Y'all all right? Been 1 week since I chopped down this big pigeon pea that was smothering my avocado, my Monroe avocado. And you can already see it's growing back on lots of different sites. Now I absolutely do need deeper mulch on these new plants, but I don't have it in me to do that today. So that's gonna have to wait, but they've got plenty of good mulch for now. Of course, I gotta get pigeon peas into my new agroforestry row. I'm also I've got some okra seeds and some sunflower seeds in here. Just gonna drop them in wherever. Good morning. Happy whatever day it is. It's like 8 a.m. and I'm on day 2 of this agroforestry row install because I stayed out here way too long last time, and I took a week off because I was exhausted and covered in mosquito bites. But I'm back at it. I'm gonna get some more trees in, and I have a hard cutoff time of 10 a.m. Whatever doesn't get done is just not getting done today. So we'll see how many trees I can get in. Sad papayas that are dry. This is a red lady papaya. It's dry and it needs more space, obviously. Anyway, I'm gonna sit it in this bucket, dunk it in here. This is rainwater I've been capturing. Just dunk it in here while I prepare the hole. I already dug the hole, but I want to put some I'm gonna submerge it a little bit. All right, then I'll just let it sit here for a little. I've already dug the hole last time as a gift to myself for this trip. And I'm gonna drop some Mexican sunflower in the hole and a little bit of coffee grounds, and that's it. It's gonna rain for we're in the rainy season, South Florida. It's gonna rain pretty heavy over the next 3 days, which is perfect. I want to get as much stuff in as I can today so we can get all this rain in its new space. Oh my gosh, my soursop looks happy. Let's check it out. The soursop I put in last time, little seedling. It's a little sun scorched, which I thought it might be. I thought about putting a shade over it, which I still might, but I'd really rather it just tough it out and be fine. And I put some pigeon peas and some other, oh yeah, you can see these are probably watermelons. I put watermelon seedlings in here to cover the ground, get my second crop of watermelon before the summer's over. And I planted some pigeon pea in here, so that stuff will create shade. And maybe I'll look at my nursery and see if I have any bigger trees that I can put. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna plant a cassava right in front of this, because that sun, look at the sun is on me right at this moment. It's no joke. I'm gonna put a cassava right here to give this shade, because cassava loves the sun, thrives in the sun. And I got a bunch of those in my nursery, rooted cuttings. Let's get my wide brim hat on. Coffee. That's it. Let's get him in here. Yeah, he liked that. There you go. Welcome to your new home. There you go. Great here. Backfill it with native soil. All right, bud. Got rain coming in just a few hours, okay? Just hang in there. Got lots of rain coming. You're gonna be fine. Give it a little bit of a crater. All right, bud, and you're in. Top dress it with a little Mexican sunflower, because papayas are heavy feeders. And because he looks so sad. There you go, bud. You look awesome. Get you a little rainwater, and you'll be back like that. You'll be fine. There's a little more rainwater, okay? I can't give it all to you. You'll get rain in a few hours. There you go. All right, next. Cassava does fine in really poor soils, but I'm just gonna give it a little Mexican sunflower, and I'll top dress it a little later as it grows. Rooted cassava is ready to go somewhere. I'll actually put a couple cassavas in this hole. I don't care if I never get a harvest out of this cassava, although I probably will, but I'm just saying, even if I am scared to dig it up because it's so close to my soursop and I don't want to mess up the soursop roots, it's fine. It's serving the function I have it here for, which is for shade. Oh yeah, got roots. I really want to get this big one out of here. Yeah, those are roots. All right, so that's gonna be a great shade structure for my prized soursop. Let's get a couple more in there. I'll get a nice little living fence, living shade wall. Cassava's drought tolerant once it's established, which makes it perfect for me because I don't want to water anything. And actually, I won't be watering this today because rain is coming in a few hours, so I don't need to water it. But I'll get these planted also. Yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. Let's see if I can get you guys down here. Perspective. Soursop, cassava, and this is gonna double in size probably in a week now that it's in the ground. It's gonna be a great shade, and this will still get plenty of sun, but not as, not so much that the seedling will struggle. So I think this will be a great use of the cassava. I decided to put a stand of cassava in front of this little red lady papaya I just put in too. Just because papaya does love sun, but by the time this gets big enough to really need a lot of sun and be ready to fruit, I'll have harvested this or cut it down. But for now, while it's a small tree, it does need some shade. It will appreciate some shade, but in a couple weeks this will have taken off and it won't even need the shade, but it won't be bothered by a little bit of shade from the cassava, I don't think. We'll see how this goes. These red lady papayas also are dry. It didn't rain for several days, hasn't rained for several days, and it's been very hot. But we're gonna do the same thing. Just dunk it in here. Look at that, it's so dry, it's just, I'm gonna let that soak in here for a while. Actually, let me put something on top of that. I'm gonna let that soak for a while I go plant the rest of the cassava. I know what you're thinking. This doesn't look like much, so you can barely see it. It's a struggly red lady papaya. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. These aren't doing anything for it, so I'm just gonna chop and drop. I know it looks terrible, but my experience, I've never grown this variety of papaya, but I've grown lots of Mexican papaya. And it's tough. It's not impossible to kill, but it's tough. So we're gonna see. We'll give it a little space and give it some time. It's gonna get lots of rain the next few days. Gonna give it Mexican sunflower. Nice little topping. And we'll give it a little time and prayer and encouraging words. You can do it, bud. It's gonna be delicious. You're gonna be delicious. You're gonna create delicious fruit. You're gonna be good now. I'm sorry that you were dry. You're gonna get lots of rain in the next few days. Show us what you can do. This little ice cream bean tree that I transplanted 2 weeks ago is getting scorched by the sun. I grew this from seed. It's only a couple months old. Yeah, it's not even getting a lot of sun here. It's got that big tree there shading. I mean, it gets sun, it's summer, but I thought it'd be okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant a chaya cutting right here. I got these cuttings. I'm just gonna cut this in half and stick it in the ground because chaya grows really fast and easily from cuttings, and that will create a nice bush for this. And I can always chop this chaya down when this is thriving and doesn't need any more shade. That's it. Just gonna stick it in the ground. There we go. All right, about halfway into the ground, 3 inches or so. See what happens. I'm gonna say good things are gonna happen. See, we've got some little roselle seedlings coming up. in this new agroforestry row. I sowed these 2 weeks ago. I actually don't even remember sowing them. I'd just be sprinkling seeds, just keep planting, keep planting is my motto, just keep planting. So I'd just be sprinkling seeds everywhere. I just put this red lady papaya in. Then I'll have some roselle coming up behind that pretty soon. With soursop and cassava, so it'll get shade because this is east. I'm gonna plant some seeds in here now. I've got, like I said, every week planting seeds. I've got just a mixture of different squashes I'm gonna put in here to hopefully put them in while the squash vine borers are dying out, hopefully. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to put them here and see if they'll act as ground cover for my new plants in this agroforestry row and these 2 new agroforestry rows. Another red lady, papaya, ice cream bean, pink guava, canna, red lady, papaya, cassava, papaya, red lady, mulberry. I'm gonna move this hosta into more shade. It needs even more shade, which I don't have a lot of, but I've got a little, I'll move it. And I need to get some more things planted in this row to finish out. Or not finish, it's always a constant process, but get rid of more of this grass and plant more trees, more plants is the goal. But that's a task for another time. It's almost quitting time and it's way too hot. So wrap up a few more things and get out of here. But man, this line looks good. Might not look like much now, but boy, it will. Almost forgot.